Hi everyone. Today I want to share my experience with wrong biorhythms. I don't even know how to call it, but I just wanted to share my experience with dealing with problems with sleep and productivity due to problems with sleep. But it's not only about problems with my sleep. I feel like making videos lately. I've made a 30 minutes video yesterday, but it was kind of an obligation to go to the next level in the language marathon. But today I feel like making a video again, and actually I have many ideas. I want to talk about many things. So it's a good sign for me because lately I just I don't know, I just didn't feel like making videos. I've been like eager to make a vlog in Ukrainian to show my linguistic and other routines during one day. I think that since April or maybe May, but I haven't done it because I've been in some kind of pit of emotional despair. I think mostly the major reason for it is my problem with sleep, my wrong biorhythms. Although I think many people would say that they're not wrong, they're just mine, but I can't agree with that, and I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain to you why I'm why I want to change it. The thing is, my problems with sleep started many years ago. I think that I didn't have this kind of issues when I was at school because I had to wake up at 7 almost every day. Okay, except weekends, but there was no time to spoil my biorhythms at weekends. And then at university, during the first 4 years, I think, mostly I had to go there in the morning. So I think that everything began about 3 years ago, maybe on my 5th year. I mean, when I was doing my master's degree, because I don't know, I just didn't feel like going there in the morning. um, so during the last 3 years since I graduated, I had some office jobs. I think maybe 3 office jobs in total, and even when I worked in the office, still I had this problem. I couldn't get used to waking up early. I just had to wake up early, but when another office jobs was starting, I couldn't get used to the fact that I didn't have that much free time anymore, and after work I would sit I don't know, doing my languages or reading, or just I wouldn't go to sleep until 2 o'clock or maybe even 3 or 4 o'clock at night. And then, of course, it was very hard to wake up. I would always come late to work, and sometimes I had problems at work because of that. And so eventually I just chose not to work in offices. And when all this polyglot adventure began, I realized that, well, first of all, I can be a teacher here at home, I can teach on Skype, and then the marathon came into my life, and I became a mentor there, and this kind of work doesn't require any schedule. I mean, you have to do something, but the most important is just to do it. But sometimes you have some deadlines, but they're not so strict. I mean, you don't have to wake up every day at the same time and be somewhere at the same time. Nothing like that. Our job is to do everything online. And by the way, I think that half of our team, or maybe even more than a half of our team, they are in different time zones. I mean, all of us were in different time zones, even people in Russia, because Russia is very big. There are lots of there are many time zones. So lately I realized that this kind of lifestyle, when I go to sleep at 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I wake up at 2 or 3 when I don't have morning lessons, doesn't quite work for me, and I have to change something. But there are some people, on the other hand, who say, like, this is not a problem. Being a night owl is nothing bad. There's nothing bad in it. You can be a night owl, and the most important is to get to have your 8 hours of sleep, and when you sleep doesn't matter. I don't quite agree with that, because I also read plenty of articles on this topic, and many articles that are based on some scientific research claim that actually it's really important to be asleep at 1, 2, 3 o'clock at night, because it has to do with some kind of hormone. I can't even explain it in Russian, and especially in English, but because of this hormone, it's really important to sleep at night when it's dark, not in the morning, like I do. And lately I realized that I already have some problems with concentration, with memory, with I don't know, I'm really concerned about it, because yesterday when I woke up, I saw that a friend of mine, whom I see like maybe once in 2 years, he liked my photo on Facebook. I saw his name, and I realized that 2 weeks ago he called me and said, "Hi Helen, can you talk at the moment?" I'm saying like, well, okay, but very quickly because I'm in a hurry. And he says, my wife wants to learn Spanish and Italian. I'm saying, okay, you can't learn them at the same time, but anyway, I'll call you later today. And yesterday I realized that I didn't call him back. I completely forgot about it, and I couldn't remember it for 2 weeks. It just didn't come to my mind. And there are lots of things related to my bad sleep. For example, this emotional despair, kind of. It's not a depression, but something close to it. When you realize that your personal productivity is super low, you can't manage to complete your to-do list, even if it's not very big. I mean, all of my I always make a plan for a month and for 2 weeks, and I just want you to know how my for example, this was my to-do list for April. Yeah, these are tasks that I managed to complete. And if we talk about August, well, the same thing. Two tasks are completed. The only good thing about this month was that I actually passed the exam, and it took me by surprise, because after doing my taking my Delhi exam in November, I remembered very well this feeling when you're used to waking up at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. I mean, and you have to be somewhere on Saturday when your boyfriend is still sleeping here. You need to be at 9 o'clock at some place in the center, and you have to do some kind of quite difficult tasks during 5 hours. And of course, you can't fall asleep before like 3 o'clock at night. So yeah, I think that my result at my performance at my Delhi exam could have been much better if I hadn't had this problems with my sleep, because as far as I remember, I had slept for maybe 4 hours, and then I went on to take the exam. It was terrible. It was just terrible. So in August, I was very worried that this would be like the major, well, okay, not the major. The thing is that I thought that my level was really low, that I wouldn't pass the exam because of my low level in English. But as we see, no. The real problem was that I couldn't study enough. I mean, I couldn't study for 4 or 5 hours without losing concentration and like remembering everything very well, memorizing everything very well, because I didn't sleep well. Sometimes I slept enough, but not well, because, as I said, I just feel that for me it's better to sleep when it's dark at night. And for my personal productivity, to not feel frustration, constant frustration, I'd say that I really like this. I would like to have all the important stuff done in the morning by 9 or 10 o'clock, and then dedicate my time to more fun things. So it was like maybe 5 days before my CAE exam. It was on Saturday. Of course, you can't choose the time to take the exam. It's the same for all people around the world. And I knew that it would be at 9 o'clock, and at 9 o'clock I'm like very asleep. Very asleep, because usually I mean, during this summer I went to sleep at 5 o'clock, so of course I needed more sleep at 9. So I think that 5 days before the exam, I realized that like I'm fucked, and that I had to do something about it. I had to fix it somehow. And you know that there's, if you're a night owl and you struggle with your biorhythms as well, you know the solution. Actually, it's not the solution. I mean, people just get it wrong. It's not the solution. I think that all-nighters are bad. They're really bad. But anyway, on Thursday, I took an all-nighter, and on the next day I felt terrible, and I mean, no, I think it was from Wednesday to Thursday. I'm a bit confused. No, from Thursday to Friday. So that on Friday I had to wake up early in the morning to, yeah. So on Thursday evening, I think. No, no, it was from Wednesday to Thursday. So yeah, so, on Thursday I was like hecha polvo in Spanish. I like exhausted, very sleepy, fatigue. I felt terrible fatigue, and I wrote my one and only essay for before the exam. I mean, I didn't prepare writing at all, and yeah, the thing is that the bloody all-nighter didn't work. Of course, who could have thought? But on the next day, on Friday, I mean, one day before the exam, I wake up at 2 o'clock, as always, as my organism is used to do. I mean, there's no wonder that despite the all-nighter, I wake up at 2. And well, I thought, okay, what can I do? I just try to go to sleep as early as possible, but of course it was very hard to fall asleep. So anyway, my CAE exam was like physically it was easier to bear it for me than Delhi. I don't know why, actually. Maybe because it was already the second exam in a year and I wasn't as nervous as I was at Delhi. But anyway, in the evening I went to watch Almodovar's new film. Yeah, so I promised to myself that day that would be the very last all-nighter in my life. I would never do it again because okay, I don't say that you can't take an all-nighter, never ever. There are some cases, for example, when you're traveling on a bus or you're having transatlantic flight, and there are like many stops or a stopover at an airport. Okay, there are some cases when it's not your fault and you can take an all-nighter, but when you're at home, to take an all-nighter deliberately, for me, it's the most stupid thing to do. And now when I like sit until the morning and then I have a lesson in the morning, for example, at 9 o'clock, I prefer even to sleep for 1, 2, 3 hours, even 1.5 hours. But all-nighter, no thanks. And yeah, so productivity problems, concentration, and memory problems. Um, yeah, I think that my emotional despair comes from this. When it's already the evening, the late evening, almost night, and you realize that because of waking up at 3 p.m. and then having a few lessons, giving a few lessons, now it's like 10 o'clock in the evening and you just didn't manage to get your stuff done. Yeah, and then procrastination and just constant frustration. So when we're talking about learning languages, I know that many language learners prefer to study at night, but now I understand that if I had a good sleep at night and I woke up in the morning, I think it's just a question of habit. I mean, eventually you're going to study well in the daytime, and you will feel you won't feel very well uh, when you have to do something at night. You will just feel like, okay, I feel like going to sleep. I think that for me it works this way. So now I'm very, very determined to change everything, to rehabilitate, because, for example, yesterday when I was making my like multilingual video, and now I realized that I made many mistakes, even in English, terrible mistakes that I wouldn't do under no circumstances. But yesterday, I think I'm afraid to watch my video because I'll feel very embarrassed. But I think that I made many mistakes just because I didn't get enough sleep. I had slept for 1.5 hours, then I had 2 lessons, then I made the video, and then I went to sleep again. So I don't want to live like this anymore. I want to change everything, and just just for health reasons, I think it's really important to live the life that you want to live, and I can't imagine me living the life that I want to live, doing 2 hours of yoga almost every day in the morning, and studying 3 to 5 languages every day, traveling. I just can't imagine myself living this life when I sleep almost um, almost the whole day, and I'm up at night. Yeah, okay, so this been my story of struggling with biorhythms, this stupid roller coaster. Um, See you later. I hope it was interesting. Thank you for watching.